Hello students, let us move on to tabulation. So what is tabulation? Tabulation is a process of systematic arrangement of classified data into rows and columns in the form of a table. So the collected and classified data can be presented in the form of a table, and the tabular presentation provides a better understanding, comparison and analysis. So arranging the data in the form of rows and columns in completely a table is called as tabulation. Now let us look at the objectives of a tabulation. So the statistical arrangement of the data in a tabular form serves the objectives. So what are the objectives of tabulation? Firstly, it simplifies the complex data. So the main task of the tabulation is to simplify the complex data and write it in a shorter form so that a layman can understand it properly. Okay. Next, second point, to facilitate comparison. So tables help in facilitating comparison. So you can compare the data with another data, or you can compare the data within itself. Okay. So by doing so, you will be enhancing your knowledge, as well as you will be answering to a lot of questions pertaining to the data to give an identity to the data. So writing the data in a tabular form gives it a body to which a layman can understand what it is about. Okay. Next, to reveal the trend and tendencies of the data. So what is the tendency of the data, whether it is moving upward or downward, whether it is growth or whether it is decline. So to understand and reveal such trends and tendencies in the given data, so we can use tables. For diagrammatic and graphical representation, tabular data is essential. So to draw a graph, you need data, the data that is arranged in a proper manner, that is classified and categorized properly. So tables are must and essential for drawing diagrams and graphs. It facilitates computation of various statistical measures like average, dispersion. So if there is a statistical table, then you can apply formulae pertaining to average and dispersion, which are descriptive statistics. These are some of the important objectives of tabulation. Now let us look at the parts of a table. What are the important parts of a table? So the first one would be table number. This is a general format of a table. So the first part here would be the table number. So it is important to give a number to the table. Suppose you are writing a report and your report has number of tables. Say there are 10 tables which you have to write in a particular order. So giving the table number, numbering the table helps you to put those respective tables in an order. The second important part is title. So what is the title of your table? So that title gives the entire description of the table. So what is there in the table? It is described by the title. Next, third one would be subtitle or head note. So this is a continuation of your title. For example, if you have written population of the country, so that would be the title. That means this table contains the numbers or figures of a population of a country in the detail here. So that detail is summarized and is written in the form of a title. The subtitle here would be population. So if there is population, then you will be writing it in terms of millions or crores. So you will be writing that in a bracket. So in the bracket you will be writing millions or crores. So that would be called as a subtitle or head note. It is just a continuation of the title. Next one would be captions, the column headings. So a table contains rows and columns. So row headings are written here, column headings are written here. So this column has a particular title. So under that title, whatever the numbers are written, they are representing the title here. Similarly, this one and this one. So this is your captions, column headings. So whatever the numbers you are writing vertically, numbers or matter, whatever you are writing vertically, so those headings here are called as captions. Similarly, stub headings are row headings. So they represent the horizontal lines here, the horizontal cells here. So whatever you are writing here, it represents the numbers here written, they represent the title, the heading given here. Okay, so they are called as row headings, stub headings. Next is the body of the table. So this is the part, the important part, where all the data, the classified data is written. Okay, so body of the table. Next one would be footnote. So any shortcuts used here. So instead of say male, you have just written M, and instead of female, you have just written F. Then you are mentioning it here and writing the detail of that abbreviation. So M means male, F means female. So we are giving those abbreviations in the footnote. Important remarks that the readers should know. Last one will be source. So what is the source of the data? So whatever the body, in the body of the table, whatever you have written, what is the source of the data, you have to mention it here. So this is a general format of a table containing different parts. That is table number, and the number given to each and every table in order to distinguish, in order to differentiate. Okay. Next one would be the title. The title of the table gives the description of the content in the table. Okay. Next, head note or subtitle, it is nothing but extension of the title, an explanatory. Okay, the statistical units of measurement such as thousands rupees, million rupees, tons, crores, kg, etc. All these are pertaining to the title only, but they are written in form of a bracket. So that would be your head note or subtitle. Captions. So captions are your column headings. So whatever your the numbers you are entering in the columns, though their title, their heading will be called as caption. Similarly, whatever the numbers you are writing in the form of row, their heading will be called as stubs. Next, body of the table. So this is where you are writing the numerical data, the main data. Okay. Next, footnote. So footnote is written for clarification purpose. Anything such as conclusions, remarks, inferences, omissions, additions, abbreviations, etc. So all of them are mentioned in the footnote. Okay. So in table they will be written in the form of a shortcut. So those shortcuts will be explained here in the footnote. And last one is the source note. That is the source of your data. Where did you get your data? What is the source of the numbers written in the body of the table? So it is written just below the footnote. Okay, so it is written for the verification of the reader. Suppose any reader, if he has any questions regarding your table, then he can refer to the data that you have taken from, in order for some clarifications or verification purpose. So these are some of the important parts of the table, and this is in whole a general format of the table. It is table number, title, and next one is subtitle, captions, stub headings, body of the table, footnote, and source note. So this comprises of a proper table.